All right, hey everybody, Mr. Beltran here. Today we're going to practice some soccer shooting. Okay, now soccer shooting is also a kick that you would be using in other games or sports, like maybe kicking a field goal in football, okay, or kicking the ball in kickball. It's the same similar type of kicking motion, okay, but we're going to focus kind of on the soccer shooting since we've been doing a couple soccer things the last few times, okay. So first, as always, you're going to need your space, okay? Today, you can use that paper ball. Remember, take about 3 or 4 pieces of paper, crumple them up so that it gets a little bit bigger than just one piece of paper, okay? Not quite as big as a soccer ball, but a little bit bigger than just a normal paper ball, okay? The other option that I like too, so that it doesn't fly too far in your house, is a plastic bag. If you have a plastic bag that you can use, you can just kind of crumple it up. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, you're going to crumple up its ball. Don't crumple it up super tight. Okay, and then you can practice kicking with that. Remember, when we're inside our house here, the goal here is just to practice the right technique. Okay, do it correctly. It's not about trying to score a goal. It's not about trying to kick it far. Okay, that's when we were outside at school on the grass or whatever. Inside our house, we're just practicing the right technique. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we are trying to kick when we're trying to score. When we're shooting in soccer, or like I said, kicking a field goal in football, kicking the ball in kickball. Okay, you're going to take your ball, put it down here. I'm going to be kicking into a wall here on my side. If you have a wall that you are allowed to kick into, great. If not, no problem, just kick into that open space. Again, I'll show you also with the plastic bag so that the ball doesn't go too far away. Remember, we're just worried about trying to kick it correctly, okay? So, we're going to start behind the ball, okay, about one step behind the ball. Whatever foot you are not kicking with, you're going to step next to the ball, okay? Next to the ball, there's a little bit of a space right here between my foot and the ball, okay? A little bit of space, so that I'm not standing right next to the ball, but it's lined up with the ball. Okay? This is the foot that I want to kick it with. When you're kicking it, you're going to want to try to kick it with your laces right here. Okay? You don't really want to kick it with the toes. You want to kick it with the laces. So what I'm going to do is, after I step, I'm going to swing this leg back, and as I'm swinging it forward, I'm going to kind of point my toe down. Okay? That way, when I kick it, it's the laces that kind of kick the ball, not my toes. You don't want it to be flat and kick it with your toes. Okay? This is going to give you a lot more power, and eventually, when you're practicing this outside with a real ball, it's going to give you a lot more control of the ball also. Okay? It's not going to just go flying all over the place. Okay? So you want to try to kick it with those laces pointing that toe down as you do it. Okay? So I'm going to start right behind it. I'm going to step next to the ball, swing my leg back, point that toe down, and then as I hit the ball, I'm going to try to hit it with my laces and then swing my leg forward. Okay, again, make sure you have enough space so that you can swing your leg in both directions, back and forth, without bumping into anything, okay? Here we go. I'm going to do it in a regular speed now. Step, swing, point, and kick. Okay? Now, as I kicked it, my paper ball actually kind of came apart a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to take the ball, wrap it up again, and do it all over again, okay? So it's going to be starting behind it. I'm going to step, swing, point that toe down, and kick. Okay. If you are using that plastic bag, same idea. Okay. Crumple it up into a ball. Place it on the ground. Okay. Start right behind it here. Step, swing, point that toe down, and kick. Hit it with laces. Okay. Sometimes as you kick it, it does kind of stick to your foot a little bit. That's okay. Okay, like I said, with the plastic bag, it's kind of nice because it's not going to go flying too far away, okay? So one more time here. Step, swing, point that toe down, kick it with the laces. All right. Now, in soccer, you always want to practice with both feet, right foot and left foot. So what I want you to do now, go ahead and pause that video. Practice 10 kicks with the right foot. Practice 10 kicks with the left foot, okay? Remember, step next to the ball, swing that leg back, point the toe down so that you kick the ball with the laces, and then kick. Okay, 10 with the right, 10 with the left. Go ahead and do that now. All right, now that you've been practicing that a little bit, one more thing I want us to practice now is getting a little bit of a run-up. Okay, and what that means is Sometimes in soccer, that ball's not always going to be right in front of you. Okay, it's going to be a little bit farther away, and you're going to have to run up to it and then kick it. Okay, in kickball, okay, that ball is rolling towards you. You have to kind of run up to the ball and then kick it. When you're kicking a field goal, if you ever watch football, okay, the kicker who's kicking the field goal, they don't start right behind the ball. They start a few steps behind it, and they kind of run up to it and then kick it. Okay, so it's the same idea. It's just there's a couple steps of run up. Now in your house, you're probably going to just kind of do a walk, but it's the same idea. And then you do the step, swing, kick. Okay, so I'm going to use my plastic bag ball here. Okay, so instead of just starting kind of right behind it, I'm going to start a few steps behind it. Okay, about 3 steps. Whatever foot you are going to, whatever foot is the opposite of what you're going to kick with, that's the one you want to go first. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and on my 3rd step, that's the one that's going to be next to the ball. Then I'm going to swing it back, point that toe down, and kick the ball with my laces. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, but it's still the same idea of that step, swing, kick. Okay, so I'm going to pump out my ball here, start a few steps back. Okay, remember, start with the opposite foot, the one that you're not kicking with. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. My 3rd step is next to the ball. Swing that leg back, point the toe down, and then kick it with those laces. Okay? And then, as you get better at it, you can go a little bit faster with your 3 steps. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, step, swing, kick. Okay? Now, if you have a little bit more space, you can start a couple more steps back, maybe like 5. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you don't really want to do any more than that. Once you start getting 6, 7, 10, 15, 20 steps, that's too much. Way too much. Okay, so 3 steps, okay, or maybe 5, but nothing more than that. Okay, again, just like the last time, I want you to practice with the right foot and left foot. So practice, when you get off this video here, practice 10 with the right foot, and then practice 10 with the left foot. Okay, it's going to be a little awkward, you're not going to be used to it for a lot of you, especially if you really like using one foot over the other. But I want you to practice both, because when it comes to soccer, you always want to be able to use both feet for shooting. Okay? So go ahead and practice 10 of those with the right foot, 10 of those with the left foot. When you finish up, don't forget to do the stretches, fill out the Google form. I'll see all of you next time.